You have watched my video on portfolio presentation. As a result, you have a killer portfolio. But hey, that's only half the battle won. Along with a mind-blowing portfolio, you also need sharp interview skills. So today, let me help sharpen your interview skills. Rule number 1. Arrive 10 minutes early. It's better to arrive early and wait at the reception than stumble in huffing and puffing. And if you have to arrive physically at the venue, factor in some extra time for, let's say, traffic snarls. If you are not familiar with the location, make sure you do your research 1 or 2 days prior to the interview. Your dream institution may be having a sprawling campus. Find out exactly where you have to present yourself for the interview. With Zoom interview or virtual interview, have a technical backup. Technical glitch happens to all of us. It's happened to me a couple of times. Just as I am about to begin my critical presentation, my computer freezes. Select a quiet place, an interesting, not overwhelming background. Face the source of light. Get rid of kids, dogs, cats, in that order. Dress to reflect what you stand for. And what's that? Sustainable fashion. For example, you could wear a dress that you've repurposed out of old clothes. If it's a virtual interview, practice upward dressing. Now, what is upward dressing? Exactly as it says, dressing from waist upwards. Now you'd say, Samita, how do I show off my sustainable persona in upward dressing? I feel so limited. Not quite. You could wear a scarf that you've made out of fabric scraps. Bandanas, headbands, quirky eyewear, slogan earrings. There are so many options. Practice the 3 R's. What are the 3 R's in this case? Research, rehearse, and revise. Even people like Oprah Winfrey or Barack Obama have a plan of action. Do not go into the interview room unprepared. Do a role play with a friend. Speak to an audience. Get hold of your mum, your cat, your dog, your favorite teddy bear, and speak to them. Put sticky notes on the refrigerator, on mirror. Get used to speaking. A word of caution. Do not over-rehearse. If you over-rehearse, you tend to read. It doesn't come out as natural. Then you say, I did this, I did that. And before you realize, the examiner has lost interest in you. Make eye contact. In some cultures, making eye contact is considered rude. But in the Western world, making eye contact communicates positivity. And if your dog starts barking in the middle of a Zoom meeting, life happens. Don't lose your cool. Simba, my groodle, makes it a point to attend all my Zoom meetings and at times decides to join in. The other day, I was in a meeting with someone and her cat decided to walk across the computer and I suddenly see this tail passing by. Coming to the actual questions. There will be 3 to 5 different categories of questions. Number 1, frequently asked questions. Tell us about yourself. What are your strengths? What is your biggest achievement to date? This is your window of opportunity to market yourself. Begin with your most current and significant achievement and work backwards. Highlight your passion for sustainable fashion. Combine tangible skills with intangible skills. For instance, your tangible skills could be your communication skills, computer skills, you are a good illustrator. Combine these with your intangible skills. You could say, I am focused, I am motivated, I am hardworking, I am a team player, but I can also work independently. All your skill sets should align with your ultimate goal, which is sustainable fashion. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I will be the buyer of a leading company. In 5 years? Unlikely, if not impossible. Instead, you could say, I could assist the buyer of a leading sustainable fashion company. What are your limitations? Now this is a trick question. And if you are clever, you can tweak the answer to your advantage. For instance, you can say, I am a perfectionist and I do not rest till I have arrived at a perfect solution. Number 2, the second set of questions. This will be about the course and the institution. Why do you want to get into the course? What do you think you learn here? What do you know about the institution? So this will be your one opportunity to highlight the research that you've done on the course and the institution. Emphasize how the course and the institution will help you realize your goals to finally become a sustainable fashion designer. Remember, one size doesn't fit all. If you are applying to 5 different institutions, make sure you research every institution independently and tweak your answers to match the course and the profile. Number 3, behavioral questions. Now these questions are trying to put you in a spot. Fashion is a high pressure industry. Do you work well under pressure? Give an example of when something went wrong. You are coordinating a team project. How will you resolve conflict? When responding to behavioral questions, adopt the STAR approach. Situation. What was the context? Task. What needed to be done? Action. What action did you take? What did you do? And last, result. What was the result of your action? Number 4, feel good questions. What do you do in your spare time? What are your hobbies? Who is your favorite fashion designer? What are your favorite fashion websites? This is where your interviewer is trying to put you at ease. But does that mean you can let your hair down? Not quite. You still have to address the key selection criteria and also stay aligned with your final goal. And what's that? A career in sustainable fashion. For instance, you could say, in my spare time, I explore nature. I carry my sketchbook with me. I travel. Most sustainable fashion designers get their inspos from travel. You learn from the people, the communities, the crafts, history, geography, environment, architecture. So travel is a big tick in your favor. And when it comes to favorite fashion designers, Research some sustainable fashion designers like Stella McCartney, sustainable companies like Patagonia. Whew. Finally, the interview is over. But stop. Is it party time yet? Not quite. 2 things to do. First of all, send a thank you note to your interviewers. Make that connection. Number 2, debrief. Learn from the experience. Make notes. How did it go? What went right? What went wrong? What could you do better? What would you do the second time? We will give you a list of frequently asked questions, frequently asked interview questions. Send a screenshot of your subscription to info@dida.com.au along with your email ID. Good luck for your portfolio presentation and interview. Till next time, Samita signing off.